All I see is Christian's unruly mop as his head dips lower between my legs. His usual M.O. is to circle my clitoris with his slick, crackerjack tongue, but tonight he's doing something different. And it's exquisite. He presses his tongue flat against me as he laps at me with long strokes. He starts at the bottom and sweeps it upward in lazy, even lengths. Every time he comes up, I catch his eyes, blazing with pleasure and thick with desire. Fuck! As always, the pressure is just right. And as he stops and reconnects with me again, there, yes, right there, I get a 1,000-volt jolt straight to my core. I moan, almost scream as he flicks over my whole slit again. I so much want to grab his head and force his tongue to stay on me and stop this maddening teasing, but both my wrists and ankles are tied to the bedposts. I buck my pelvis into his face, but his leisurely pace doesn't change. The heel of his right hand is firmly pressed down onto my pubic bone, creating a delicious pleasure. His left thumb is rubbing slow circles on my inner thigh, my whole being willing him to move it up just an inch and slip it inside. I glimpse his rippling shoulder muscles glistening with his perspiration in the dim light. He's so freaking hot. Oh, I'm so close! He senses my quickening and 2 fingers glide roughly through my wetness and straight to my sweet spot. The other arm snakes up my body where he pinches my nipple and twists violently. I shudder and groan in ecstasy, thrashing my head about as I detonate my release. Holy fuck! My eyes fly open and I jerk up my torso, vaguely surprised that my restraints aren't holding me back. Where is Christian? My body is covered in sweat and I'm breathing like I've run a marathon. I look around, confused. I'm alone. In my bedroom. In my apartment. My body's still weak, jittering from my grinding orgasm, apparently induced by yesterday's events and my flaming hormones, finding an outlet the only way it knows how, in a dream. I flop back onto my bed, grab my pillow, and drag it over my face. I force in a deep breath and let out a primal shriek whilst kicking my legs wildly, giving in to my childlike tantrum. The yell morphs into sobs, and then hysterical giggles. What am I going to do? My way forward is completely blurred as a flashback of yesterday's events play through my rattled mind. The picnic was amazing. Christian was so gentle with Chris. He is such a kind and natural father. He left the park quite late, and Taylor drove us straight onto the tarmac of the Miami International Airport to board the Gray Enterprises jet. By that time, Chris was exhausted. Christian gave him a quick tour, reveling in his innocent, awed excitement. He even let him sit with the pilot for a bit. By takeoff, his little eyelids were hanging heavy and low. Christian fussed over him, strapping him securely into the reclined seat and covering him with a soft blanket so that he could sleep. It tugged so hard at my heart that I had to look away at times, unable to watch how, after just one day, he was doting on his son. The melancholy bled like black ink into water. People actually read this smut? Oh, dear, dear me.